In today's video, I want to take you through a typical day in my life,
Keep doing what you're
the
doing.
highs, the lows, the hurdles, and how I balance living with a health condition while pursuing my passion for content creation.
I know I got the strength in me, don't think that I am wrong. Keep pushing.
Yesterday, I started with, of course, I usually start with going to the toilet to poo, and then after that, I probably would wash a few inner ways, and then I came out. I and my caregiver we prayed. So sorry, you may not get to see some of these things, yeah, but the ones I have their footages, I would add them while editing the video. So after we've prayed, I go back to brush my teeth, and I come back. We have breakfast. So she goes to make breakfast, and then we have breakfast together. After having breakfast, I go to have my bath. So while she's preparing the breakfast, I am most likely to be working on my phone. So maybe I'm creating content, or I'm engaging with my audience, or I'm making research, or I'm learning something. That's what I usually do. Even though I really want to be learning, I want to keep my mornings for learning, which I do most of the time. While I'm brushing my teeth, I'm usually listening to a podcast. Yeah, and while I'm also baking, I'm also usually listening to a podcast. So once we're done with eating breakfast, I might still work a little bit, maybe another 30 minutes to 1 hour. Then I will go first to have my bath because I can't help myself with bathing, so she helps me to bathe. So when we are done bathing, we come back to the room, and she helps me to get dressed. I pick out the clothes I want to wear. Sometimes I will use her own suggestion. Sometimes I go with my own suggestion. And after that, I will now come back to work. So I will now work throughout. Sometimes if it's the day my PA would come, I might send her on an errand, and she's the one that usually goes to buy things for me. The days I have orders from that I ordered from online, she will go and pick them up for me as well. So when she comes, because she's still not really, knowledgeable about this content creation space, so I have to put her through. So far, what she does for me now is going on errands, helping me to film, just like now she's the one behind the camera. She transfers my files because my phone storage, which I use for filming, always gets filled up. So she helps me to transfer some of the files to my hard drive. And while she's doing that, I'm also working, you know. But for yesterday, since we're talking about yesterday, I created content yesterday. I created about my original content that I wrote from the scratch. It's about maybe two contents. The rest were, yeah, two or three contents. The remaining were people's contents that I copied and probably edited it and posted it. This is the content I made yesterday. In a system where your replacement is not scarce, silence is foolishness. Femi Lazarus. I'm quoting what Femi Lazarus said in his post. So, and this content has 124 likes, 13 comments, and one share. Then, this is another content. I'm not the original writer of this one about Bianca Ojukwu, but it's a very interesting piece. Very, very interesting. If you would like to read it, I probably will leave the link to this particular post. I'll leave it in the comments. So then this is another one. I'll read out this one. I was brushing my teeth while listening to a podcast about how to make money with AI. Then my mind traveled to what I needed to carry along for tomorrow's Homeland Group Plan inspection and allocation in Karishi, Abuja, which I marketed to you here some months ago. That land that was selling for 1.5 million naira for 250 square meters at pre-launch price is now 2.65 million. Can you imagine? See the appreciation in just about 6 months, more than ₦1 million in profits. Please, can you change angle? You can't continue in this angle now. Change angle to another direction. You can do it in the front. You can move my laptop. Yes, you can stop. This one doesn't have pause, but you can stop it. That means even if you decide, oh, this thing, that means even if it's, let me just, let me put this thing on airplane mode so it doesn't disturb me again. Airplane. That means even if you decide to sell now, you are still in huge profits. Now, imagine what the appreciation would be like in a few years from now. Wouldn't that be saying bye bye to poverty? I wish you bought it that time. You would have been among those getting their plot allocation and documents tomorrow, which is today because I actually made this post yesterday. Tomorrow is going to be a long day as I intend to be there live and direct. I was contemplating if we could make meat pie or chin chin in case other realtors might want to join us to eat. And I thought of freezing like 3 bottles of Coke slash Fanta for myself, my caregiver, and my PA. Just as these thoughts were ruminating my mind, boom, Coke advertisement popped on the YouTube podcast video I was watching and got me in awe. Really? That wasn't a coincidence, definitely. It's AI at work. This is where the future is going, and I'm glad it's in favor of people like myself with disabilities who can only do little to nothing physically, but digitally we can do more. We will not just survive, we will thrive. AI is the future, and you, my beloved audience, should start paying attention now. Learn how to use AI to perform different tasks. I use it every day. I tell Siri to screenshot almost all the time. Oh no, that's not all I use it for. I use it for my content creation as well. I even use it to write proposals, prepare documents, and so on. I envision a time when we with muscular dystrophy, who need someone to beat us, can own our own robots. We would no longer need a human being to do that for us. It will actually be great, isn't it? Anyways, let me stop here before you get bored because I know you don't like reading long pieces of text. If you have the money, please start buying lands. It always appreciates. It prevents you from unnecessary expenses because you wouldn't have the cash to spend and your investment will be safe if you buy from a reputable real estate company like Homeland Group. I haven't seen a rich person who isn't into real estate, not even one person. And I know and follow a lot of them because I want to be rich one day too. If you have up to 3 million naira sitting pretty in your bank account, I want you to use a part of that money and secure your own plot before the year ends. WhatsApp me and let's chat. WhatsApp Queenideas on +234 9029461161. Whether you live in Nigeria or outside, let's chat. In fact, if you live outside, say USA, UK, or any other country whose currency is higher in value than Naira, you should be buying lands in Nigeria because it will make you more richer faster. You get? TICS. TICS stands for those of you who don't know, the Innovative Queenideas shares. Then, my brown emoji. This is another one I made about Don Jazzy. And what's the name of this guy again? Is it Johnny Drill? Johnny Drill, yes, yes. So that is a post about him. Then this is a post of me falling down yesterday. Life of Queenideas above muscular dystrophy. So that's it. So my professional dashboard says that in the last 28 days, which is 1 month ago, I've gotten over 12 million views. Okay, 18.1 thousand followers, 5.5 million 3 seconds video views. Imagine that I have this kind of viewership on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey! It could have been that's money for. In fact, my life will just change if I have this kind of views on YouTube. My life will just change completely. And not just my life, those around me, their own life too will change because I will be in money. Money. Hi. But it's okay. We will get there. We'll get there someday and soon enough in Jesus' name. Amen. So this is it. You feel me? Do you feel me? In a film? In a film? I don't want this video to be long. Show me you just freed up space now. And you're already finishing the space again. So let's film something else, I beg. Let's go to. So that is what I did. So while we are baiting, while we went to go and bait, I was listening to a podcast while my caregiver was helping me with baiting. And the next thing, she slipped and fell, dragging me along with her. So the both of us landed on the floor. I was naked and we didn't know what to do. Thankfully, none of us injured. Okay, so this is the video of me on the floor that yesterday. So my PA was not around when I fell, so I called her and she came, but she wasn't able to help me up because I think because the floor was wet and my bum bum was stuck on the floor, something like magneted to the floor, If you know the right English word for that, please, I would love to learn. Leave it in the comment section. So, and she attempted to help me up. We got a stool. We got a stool, and the idea was for her to first keep me on the stool. So from the stool level, it will now be easier because she'll have to take a deep breath, relax a bit before continuing to help me. So in the process of her trying to even lift me from the floor, she couldn't. She attempted several times, but she couldn't. And even she was injuring me, as in because she was trying her best, and at the same time, she didn't know that the way she was handling me too was hurting me. So I felt a lot of pains. Even up to now, I still feel some pains. I'm not yet really okay. So while I called her, I also called my eldest brother, and my eldest brother was finally the person that came after about almost an hour of me sitting there in the bathroom. So he came and he helped me up. So we didn't finish up my bathing again because he was around. So we sat down and we were now talking from there. We did a few things. I helped him to do a few things on his phone. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I should say this here. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I helped him do a few things on his phone. He stayed long anyways. He stayed for up to 4 hours, right? Yesterday. I'm asking you, right? Okay, so that's before he now finally left. So my PA helped us to fry chin chin. She's a baker, so she makes delicious chin chin meat pie. You understand? So she made chin chin that yesterday as well. And after that, because I was so tired, my body was paining me. So later on in the night, my caregiver helped me so we could bathe properly since we were in the process while when I fell down. So we went back to the bathroom and bathed, came back, and I think we had dinner also. Okay, we had dinner before my eldest brother left. We had dinner. So and that was it. Am I forgetting anything? So usually we say night devotion together, but that yesterday I was too tired. It was already as it was pretty late, so I couldn't wait for her, my caregiver, I mean, to have her bath and come back for us. So I started praying, and after I prayed, I read my Bible, and then I slept off, and that was how my yesterday went. How was it? Tell me. Did I bore you with my story? How was the story? How was a day in my life navigating this challenge called muscular dystrophy? And I would love to know as well, if you watched to this point, how was your own day? Yes, tell me in the comments. I can't wait to hear it. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it so that every other person who sees it, you never can tell who will get inspired by watching and not give up because of the challenges that they are going through. Hopefully, people like myself with muscular dystrophy will find the video and they'll be encouraged and inspired to keep going, to keep pushing. Okay? I remain Oluchi Sonia Okwenna, A.K.A. Queenideas, a disability and lifestyle content creator in Abuja, Nigeria, also an influencer in Abuja, Nigeria. So if you have a product that you want me to influence for you, as long as the product is good and quality, please reach out to me and I'll be happy to influence for you. Yes.
Currently have.
I'm also the host for Talk
This is
with
what
Queenideas.
So you're seeing my face.
I'm an author.
Tell
I'm a
me, is there any
content and
difference?
social media
Is my face
strategist.
better now?
living with
want to
physical
know.
disabilities as a result of muscular dystrophy. Keep striving with your talent, you will succeed.
Everything will